Why does it feel like you're going crazy around narcissists? To understand more on how a narcissist takes control of your mind, these are some of the theories behind narcissistic abuse and cognitive dissonance, the different parts that play a significant role in how easy it is for them to manipulate your mind. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about the narcissist personality disorder to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with in your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you overcome narcissistic abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. One of our basic emotional human needs, discovered by Tony Robbins, is love and connection, which is a strong human need to love and connect with someone or something. Beliefs are thoughts in our minds that influence our own attitude, actions and behaviours. The power of choice to what we do and do not want to believe. Beliefs are only thoughts and not real, and once we have more understanding on these, we then have the power to change them to work for us, to change our perception to work for us. If you grew up with two parents remaining together, so you believe that's how it's done, or your parents were separated, so you wanted different for your children, or religious reasons, or various other factors. Your beliefs in relationships might be that you stick together no matter what happens, that relationships are hard, you have to work at them, that you are always there for your parents, you should always be around for your siblings, you shouldn't give up easily on a career just because of a difficult boss. And yes, relationships can go through rough patches, and genuine people who can communicate and compromise can work things out. When you're dealing with a narcissistic person, you need to change those beliefs and realise you don't have to stay around them. Core beliefs are formed in early childhood. Other beliefs are formed within our minds through our own personal experiences or what others tell us to be true. Why, even if you have the same beliefs as another, the interpretation of those varies from person to person. Values, ethical values in good relationships are honesty, loyalty, respect, understanding and self-discipline. Narcissists look for those beliefs and values in people either on a conscious level or a subconscious level. An unconscious level, a default mind setting. They're looking for people who are willing to forgive. And at the start, they mirror those back to people. That is not who they truly are. They are showing you yourself. Then, when their envious face comes out and they show themselves for who they are, it causes massive conflict within our own beliefs, causing us confusion, causing us doubts, to doubt our own thoughts, to doubt our own judgment, and to doubt our own thinking abilities. When you meet them, you will most often be on the receiving end of the idolization, and parents, bosses, friends can all go through that intermittent reinforcement of idolization that are on the spectrum of the disorder. This is the narcissist manipulation to influence you into doing things for them. They will do favours for you, but it's only ever in their own interest. As when someone does a favour for you, your perception of that person are good. Your perceptions of that person are good. And your feelings are extremely positive towards them. Overwhelmingly, you receive adoration and attention from a narcissist, manipulating you into spending more and more time with them. And why wouldn't you? You feel a great connection. You feel truly understood. You feel loved, meeting one of your human needs. They gain your love and trust with flattery, attention, commitment. The narcissist future faking of marriage, and they'll try to move the relationship on very quickly. Things like, if I moved in with you, we'd see more of each other. I could really help you around the home, share the bills, or if you move in with me, you can stop working and I'll take care of all the bills. Or they just seem to stop over and never actually leave. Parents sell you an illusion of what life might be like in the future, or they give you that false hope of having that parent that you believe they can be, although they never are. That boss who sold you an illusion of the career you would have, yet is never attainable with that boss you are with. Any personal problems or outside situations you are having when you first meet a narcissist, in the beginning, they will be there to help any way they can. They want you to think you've met the kindest person ever, and they want you to admire them. They are seeking that excessive attention from you. Most will even drop hints, subtle or obvious, of just how amazing they are for you, just how much they can help you. They might continuously shower you with gifts or trips. This is all manipulation to confuse your mind, which causes that cognitive dissonance and then induced compliance. Cognitive dissonance is a state of mind when your own thoughts are conflicted, where there is conflicting beliefs, realities, or thoughts. Narcissists help you at the start to gain that admiration from you. Then they will at some point use this against you to break down your boundaries, gaslighting with words such as, after all I've done for you, or words to that effect. With most narcissistic people, once you are hooked, they actually will be no longer doing anything for you, or they'll be doing very little. They'll be doing the bare minimum. They will be breadcrumbing you to give you that false hope. Yet they'll constantly remind you of things they have done in the past. They expect you to be eternally grateful. They create those feelings of obligation and false hope within you. When you become used to spending so much time around them, often dropping your hobbies as they so desperately want to be with you, they make you feel so good about yourself in the beginning. Then they just stop spending time with you or disappear on you. Again, manipulation of your mind. As you lived that life, that reality, when they wanted to spend so much time with you, then you're left believing it's your fault when they don't. They'll start putting you down, invalidating you to manipulate your self-worth further into lowering your standards, lowering your beliefs within yourself, gain more control over your mind. All those false promises, they suddenly change to, they're not ready for marriage. They never said that, or you took it out of context. This is all a form of gaslighting, which is an insidious form of psychological abuse to get you to doubt your own reality, to doubt your own abilities, to doubt your own thoughts and doubt your own feelings. To start, they match all your beliefs and values. You live that fairy tale, you live that reality, and your mind believes it as it's seeing it at that moment, that exact reality, that moment in time, you lived it. Then when they change into someone you don't recognise and they cause you pain and hurt you, you might have had enough and tried to end it, and they'll bring back all the charm they had in the beginning, that re-idealisation of reward, punish, causing cognitive dissonance. When they say things to you like, why do you have to make life so hard? Or if only if you'd have done this, then threaten or intimidate you, even sulking or giving you the silent treatment. So you try really hard to please them, begging them, pleading with them, doing all you can to make it up to them for the things they're actually doing to you, because you're unaware of what they're doing to you because of their gaslighting and their manipulation. They give you the reinforcement of playing nice, all the charm they had in the beginning. Your mind is getting trained by them to believe anything that goes wrong in the relationship is all you're doing. Any problems or any conflict within the relationship is all your fault. That in actual fact there is nothing wrong with them and everything wrong with you. So you change your behaviour time and time again, walking on eggshells trying to please them. So they don't throw massive tantrums which cause you pain. When your mind perceives something like pleasure, a good emotion, when you've been trained how to act, when you act precisely how they want you, they will reward you, causing induced compliance within your mind. When you don't do exactly as they please, they punish you through many manipulation tactics, causing induced compliance, as those punishments cause you great pain. So you do all you can to avoid that pain. The ups and downs release cortisol from the stress and dopamine from the highs, those highly addictive natural chemicals the body releases, and you do become addicted. Once addicted, it becomes increasingly harder to walk free. You will have, or you will reach that point where you break free, learn about what's happened to you and never go back. Cognitive dissonance within your mind has several variables, and our mind likes to try to protect us from pain, not realizing that sometimes it's keeping us trapped in that pain. We have to hit a point where the relationship becomes so painful we then break free. However, sometimes the healing hurts more than the actual wound. It's like having a toothache. If you have toothache and it just slowly increases over time until it becomes unbearable and it's infected, so you have to have that tooth pulled out, which temporarily releases the pain as they've numbed it all. But after that numbness goes, the pain hits, and the pain hits hard, and your body's got to heal. The gum has got to heal. When it comes from stepping away from a narcissistic relationship, you've got to take the right self-care steps to heal your thought process, to recover and to move on with your life. And the pain will hit, but the pain will ease as you go through the recovery process. Sometimes, like with a tooth, you might get an infection, so you might take a step backwards, but you can always move forwards. The pain is only ever temporary. When it comes to cognitive dissonance, we can have belief disinformation. When your beliefs are being contradicted, as a narcissist leads you to believe one story, then delivers another that contradicts that first belief, with intermittent reinforcement of the first story causing psychological mental stress within your mind. That stress releases cortisol, which is addictive in itself. Yet to reduce the mental stress of the reality that's so painful, your mind chooses to believe the less mentally stressful idea to relieve yourself of the pain, to relieve yourself of the painful thoughts, leading you to downplay their abusive behaviour, which of course is helped by the narcissist's carefully chosen blame-shifting words of, "It wasn't that bad, it was your fault, that never happened, didn't happen that way, you made me do it," and the rest, as you seek moral support from the very person you don't see is persuading you that your reality isn't real. You don't change your beliefs to the truth of the situation. Your mind unwittingly sticks to the original belief, which gives you the brain fog. When you can see something, yet you cannot believe it, or you cannot truly see it to be real. Induced compliance or forced compliance. After a narcissist performs dissonant behaviour towards you, basically lying to you, they find ways through manipulative words to get you to agree to their way of thinking, their reality and their truths, even though they are not factual, as the narcissist doesn't want to accept responsibility for their own behaviour and is never accountable. They gaslight you psychologically through words, actions and sometimes moving items for their own self-justification. So even when you know they said or did something, they will twist it all around to blame you, leaving you getting more and more confused. They will tell you or show you an example of when they treated you right. They will intimidate you, threaten you. They will use many manipulation tactics, so you are forced to comply with their way of thinking, as your mind believes this will cause you less pain, either from past hurtful actions of their behaviour towards you, fear of reactions, again leading you to walk on eggshells around them, forcing you to behave how they want you to behave, fawning to their behaviour, or why you don't see what's truly happening to you. Forbidden behaviour. The severity of the threat of the devaluation of the forbidden behaviour. With some narcissistic people, this can be down to when and where you sleep, who you go out with, where you go, if you work, what you wear, how long the colour of your hair is, when you have sex together, when you answer your phone. So when you've been programmed to know you'll get punishment from the sulks, the silent treatments, arguments, never-ending questions, threats, and all the other manipulation tactics they use to cause you psychological and emotional pain, they get you to unwittingly conform to their way of living and their way of acting, behaving and thinking. It stops you from being true to who you indeed are and what you genuinely want to do for fear of consequences to your actions of living a free life and how you should be able to live. Free choice, changes in the desirability of your freedom of choice. This part is what makes it so difficult for people to walk free from narcissistic relationships. The free choice aspect of cognitive dissonance occurs when you are faced with a difficult decision, when there always appears to be an aspect of pain, rejection or discomfort to whatever you choose. You might want to go out for you, yet you know the narcissist will make it difficult. They'll cause arguments and upset, yet if you don't go, you'll feel anger and frustration that you didn't get to do what you would like to do. Yet you know you'll not get any negative reactions from the narcissist if you don't. When you decide enough is enough and want out, yet if you stay, you believe you can help them and the hope to get the good times back. However, you fear them and their negative behaviour towards you if you leave, and it'll also cause you pain. The fear of the breakdown of a relationship, pride and ego damaged as your own beliefs that you could make it work and it didn't happen. Feeling guilty for leaving them, feeling ashamed for not knowing what you did not know, or in fear that they might do one of their threats when they say you'll pay if you leave or I'll make you wish. Then if the narcissist was the one to leave you, you've got the thoughts of freedom, yet those thoughts of no one else will love me, I'll be alone. Again, mostly down to the toxic words the narcissist drilled into your mind, so you think you want them back to help comfort you from all the pain. Most often they are with someone new. Again, this causes your thoughts to go into what's wrong with me, what's so special about the new. Social norms and judgment from others also play a part, worrying what others will think of you. When you don't open up with the right people, you are left with so many negative thoughts, the difficult choice between getting help and support and the effects it might have on you, or isolating yourself from the world. These thoughts can be resolved by changing your beliefs, challenging your beliefs. Getting out of the situation away from the narcissist is an extremely difficult thing to do, yet it's possible and it's worth it. The longer you are away from them, the clearer your own mind becomes. Psychological dissonance slowly fades, psychological conscience is restored. Especially when you seek out moral support from those who've lived the same at one point, shared those same contradicted beliefs, your reality becomes restored. Your future becomes much clearer and much brighter. Music can help also. Classical music can be the best. Any music you personally enjoy will help. When you make a choice for no contact or limited contact, if you cannot go no contact due to having children together or having family members, healthy family members cut off, the more your mind can start to think clearly when you go limited contact or no contact. The trance they put you under slowly fades and the fog lifts. You can start to think and act for yourself again, do what's right for you again and what makes you happy. The more you connect with those that have lived it and understand it, the more you can put reality back into your own mind, the more you can learn about narcissistic behaviour, the effects it has on you, and the less you'll ask, why are they doing this to me? Especially with their smear campaigns and endless games of narcissistic people. You just cannot seem to shake them off at times, which is why no contact is always best. The more you understand about the disorder, the more you'll recognise their patterns of behaviour, what they are doing, the more you'll be able to laugh at how unbelievable yet believable their behaviour and true nature is. The less it'll impact on your life and your emotions, the more you will come to realise you never even knew them, let alone love them. It was all an illusion, a mind trickery, and that you can get control back of your mind, your thoughts and your feelings to reach that place of, I'm in control of my own happiness and my own life now. You can and you will do this. I shall add in the description the video for the narcissist illusion. If anyone has any thoughts on the video, please do add those into the comments. I have partnered with BetterHelp and I shall add their sponsored link into the description also. Thank you very much for listening, and go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.